Good morning. Today is September 3rd, and we are still balancing for, I think it's the 10th session. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sessions today. So in my experience, the more you spend time in one area, in one range balancing, the bigger the breakout. So there's a high chance that we have a big breakout out of this area. We don't know which way, could be either way. Market is now waiting for the next unemployment report to see how much, if the rates are gonna be cut. This right here, this small session right here is the Labor Day session, which is half a session. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna merge this with the overnight session because it's half a session. So I'm gonna count this as one thing. And we see that we broke above these two highs. So broke above August high and the previous week's high, but it happened during the overnight session. So I want to see a retest of this during the RTH sessions. And so far we see an attempt to breaking above and then coming back to the point of control, and now we left this thin area as sellers kept pressing, and now we're consolidating here. So we want to see if this is just an accumulation to go back and retest this, or we have more sellers that are willing to test the low side of the range. Usually when you have a failed breakout, you want to target the other side of the range. But the thing is that this breakout or attempt of breaking out happened during the overnight session and during the holiday. So I'm a little more inclined to believe that all this is some accumulation, and then we're gonna make another attempt to the higher side before we come back. But like I said, anything could happen. It could happen the other way, which is we test these lows and then we move back above. But basically nothing much changed other than we keep putting more volume here. The point of control is right now at 56.37, and then let me just delete the 90-day profile so you can see more clear where we have some support here in this low volume node at 55.93, and some here where the previous week's low is and the 21 EMA at 55.72. So these are areas where I would be looking for long setups if we come down. You can see that this would be the levels at which I would be looking for buyers to defend, and I'm marking them here so I can remember when the time comes and not get too excited with shorts. These are levels that I'm willing to look for bounces. And the bounces, when I'm looking at bounces, I would look for as targets either a previous low area, like if we bounce from here, probably target this area. If we bounce from here, target either the overnight low or the point of control here. And then on the upper side, if we break these highs, then go with a break and see if we can finally fill the gap and retest the all-time highs. But a failure, if we break above and then fail to hold, then looking for another move back to the point of control. It's very repetitive, but that's that's how price action works. Trading's supposed to be boring, right? So NQ still lagging behind ES. Didn't even get close to attempting to break the previous week's high. And August high is way up here, and all-time highs is way up here. So NQ is very lagging in comparison, but this is we're currently trading below the 50 moving average, and if we test, you can see that there's some support here. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did in on ES here, mark the areas where I think buyers will likely defend. This is an area where I'm gonna be looking for buyers. Maybe a little higher here, like 19,320. Okay, I don't know why I can't select this now. There you go. 19,320 is an area where I'm gonna be looking for buyers, and sellers keep showing up at this area, right at the 700 area. But if we break this, then I'm gonna be looking for this high volume node above the previous week's high, and then some resistance up here, and the 930 to 960. Okay, let's switch to crude oil, which keeps making new lows. For the last few days, it's been very big ranges. We are establishing value here, but now we're testing all this, and look at all these lows that we have here. So we probably gonna grab all this liquidity too, and then look for it to bounce and go back to this area, to the 73.65-ish, 73.70. But this will be a good spot to look for longs at the 70.80 area. If we get below this area and then fail to hold these lows and close, have an hourly close above this, then I would look for a long in the 73.65. And then gold is in balance also, testing the low side of the range. You can see that we bounced right above the 20 and the 21, the 20 moving average and the 21 EMA. We're bouncing right above it, and if we hold this, then I'm gonna be looking for 25.44 to be tagged, and then see if we can retest the 20-day point of control at 25.50. But so far still in that range. If it breaks below that range, if it breaks below this moving averages, below the 2500, 25.12, then I'll be looking for this 24.93 untested point of control. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. As far as news, we have today PMI at 9:45. We have ISM at 10 a.m. We have some build auctions at 11:30 and at 1 p.m. So I would think that the open is gonna be a little choppy until we get those two numbers out of the way. After 10 a.m. we are likely to get a nice trade setup, and see if we can on NQ look to test this lows and then bounce into this midnight level. That would be a nice trade if it sets up today. All right, good luck, and I'll be around.